What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 3 battle for the CGTV Champions of Galar. And we're facing off against Bruno today, he's a good guy. He's a good opponent, and shout out to him as well. We were supposed to play about 2 weeks ago, real time, and we ended up pushing this to literally the day before it's going up, all because I was going on vacation, messed up my scheduling, but I appreciate him. He was really kind about it, so shout out to him. Also, shout out to you guys. I asked for 50 likes on each of the past 3 videos. You guys crushed 60 on all of them. You guys are amazing. So let's try and reach 50 likes one more time and see if you guys can go ahead and crush that goal. I would really appreciate if you do enjoy the content. But let's go ahead and jump into the team and what we are bringing for this matchup. His team is pretty terrifying, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about the matchup. Like, it looks so weird. The second set of 3 Pokemon, the Conch, the Darmanitan, and the Haxorus, shred my team. They destroy it. It's such a hard combination of Pokemon to switch into, and I don't really switch to any of them well at all. Jirachi is a little annoying to my roster. Gengar is a pain in the ass because my answers to Ghost are the Porygon and the Incineroar, which both kind of don't appreciate taking Focus Blast if it's like a Life Orb Gengar or a Specs Gengar. Zapdos is a big problem for my Scizor and a couple other Pokemon on my roster, but in general, it's not the biggest threat, and I kind of think it has to come. Miltank is annoying as a rocker, but not the most threatening Pokemon. And Gastrodon is really annoying since my grass type is Tangrowth, and I don't want to deal with, well, a grass type when I have to deal with a Zapdos and a Darmanitan, which offensively both kind of mess up my team. Oh, and a Gengar on top of that, so not the best decision there. Slurpuff for webs, I don't really see it coming for webs. If it's going to come, it'll be like Belly Drum or Calm Mind, I think. And then Alolan Persian as just a generic fast Pokemon that can handle Psychic type attacks, get knockoff spamming, parting shot around, really scary. And Mr. Mime and Maractus, I did not prep for. I did not prep for at all, not one single bit. It is what it is. But let's go and jump into what we are bringing this week and why. And the first thing we looked at, we're like, you know what really goes well in this match, what really works well is Latios. We are running Psychic, Mystical Fire, Recover, and Toxic on the Latios. Look at what Pokemon resist Psychic or immune to Psychic on this team. There's 1 immunity in Persian and there's 1 resist, and that's Jirachi. Nothing else resists it. Then we have Mystical Fire to hit the Jirachi, stop it from setting up with like Calm Minds, hit the Persian rather, and that can recover back any damage. At the same time, Pokemon like Zapdos that are especially defensive, Pokemon like Gastrodon, like Miltank, like depending on the set, I guess Slurpuff, we can be in a situation to toxic those things and stop them from setting up all over us. At the same time, Psychic does enough to the point where Haxorus is in range of Bullet Punch from my Scizor, which is really important. This Pokemon is very solid for us and does a lot to the team. With Recover, we can keep ourselves healthy to stay out of range of Gengar's Life Orb Shadow Ball because of our Cassib Berry, and at the same time, we can take multiple hits from something like the Zapdos. Because of our investment, we are able to have speed for the Haxorus. I'm not creeping Adamant, or Jolly rather, Zapdos or Jirachi, because I think they'll be, if anything, modest. I don't think they'll be max speed either way. We also take 2 no special attack Zapdos Hurricanes, and we take a max special attack Hurricane into a -1 Hurricane after a Mystical Fire, and we take Adamant Haxorus's First Impression from full. That thing gets First Impression. Fucking broken ass Pokemon sometimes. It's actually crazy what that thing can do. Our next mon though is going to be Sinbad, our Toxtricity. You know it, you love it from the thumbnail last week. Overdrive, Boom Burst, Shift Gear, and Encore. We are actually trying to get the Shift Gear off this week as our main win condition. This is our main win condition. Boom Burst has how many resists? Counted. There is 1 resist in Jirachi and 1 immunity in Gengar. That's it. And a +1 boosted Overdrive to a Spadef Jirachi is a 2-hit KO, which is awesome. And I don't think it'll really do too much to me other than like Zen Headbutt. I don't think it'll be Spadef, and if it is, I think it'll be in a situation where it's trying to Wish stall me out, and then I can go for an Encore, lock it into Wish, lock it into Protect, and I can beat it that way, which is really cool, or at least chip something else down in the meantime. The investment we have on this Pokemon is so that at +2 we can outspeed Scarf Jirachi and below. We outspeed a no speed Zapdos as well. Encore is there to lock in the Jirachi, but also to lock in something really notable like the Gastrodon into Recover or Toxic or whatever. Then after that, Boom Burst, like I said, destroys the entire team. It really, there's only one thing that can effectively take a +1 Boom Burst, and that's going to be the Gastrodon if it's Spadef. Really, that's the only thing. And then any non-AV mon at +1 will basically drop. Yeah, that's basically all we got to say about it. It's a crazy Pokemon this week. Hopefully it can do a lot of work for us. Our next mon is Swampert. Now, we were having a hard time with the Swampert set because we wanted rocks on the team. We just didn't feel like Terrakion was going to cut it for us. We didn't feel like Carbink was going to come this week. And we didn't really want to run rocks on this because we wanted to run Rest Talk. But at the end of the day, we said, you know what? We can't play too passively against this team. It's way too offensive. We cannot afford that. So we're going Helmet Swamper here with Flip Turn as our only attacking move. Roar to stop setup on the Haxorus, to stop setup on the Jirachi, and then stop random subs, I guess. You guys must have saw a tail going to my neck there, shadows jumping on me. Endure, like I said, I didn't think I actually mentioned Endure. Endure is really good because we can get an extra 17% off on something with the Rocky Helmet. Super, super nice. And then Rocks, of course, self-explanatory. The investment we have in this Pokemon allows us to take 2 Timid Zapdos Hurricanes from full. We take Darmanitan's Adamant U-turn into Flare Blitz and another Flare Blitz, and then we'll take another Flare Blitz because we have Endure, which is actually insane. So that should do enough damage to the point where it's taking 17% times 4. It's about, we'll call that 70%, around that range, just under 70%, plus all the chip it'll take from Flare Blitz, maybe even Rocks. It should go down, which is really, really important. At least put it in range of Scissor's neutral Bullet Punch, let alone +2 Bullet Punch. Moving on is going to be Varric, our Porygon 2. This is our dedicated lead. This is a little funky. We're running offensive, download Porygon 2, hoping to get a trace boost, or a download boost rather, in our special attack. If we can get that, then we are just in such an amazing position. With the investment here, we have a really good shot at OHKOing max HP Conkeldurr with Psychic, which is fantastic. The speed we have on set allows us to outspeed anything creeping 12 speed EV. Scizor is how I want to put that. The main goal of this is to just break something. We want to break something. Whether we break Zapdos, we get big chip on Jirachi, we get rid of the Gengar outright, we get rid of the Conkeldurr outright, we hit the Darmanitan for great damage because we take a superpower from Scarf Darmanitan, from Bandit, Jolly Darmanitan. Adamant, it's a roll, 31% to die, not the worst in the world. Haxorus, we take a hit, we're good to go. In general, this Pokemon is just absolutely fantastic at what it does, which is get a big piece of damage off against something. I mentioned Tri-Attack has 1 resist, 1 immunity, while both those Pokemon are weak to Ghost. There you have it. And then Psychic is there specifically for the, well, Gengar, I guess, because it does more damage to Gengar than Shadow Ball does based on base power, but also specifically for Conkeldurr, which is a really big pain in the ass for my team this week, especially for a Terrakion. And then our speed EVs, and well, speed EVs I've already mentioned, but the defense EVs allows us to, where is it? There we go. I'm completely missing myself. I'm completely blinded by it. Oh, that's why. It's a less than 1% chance for Adamant U-turn from Darmanitan into Timid Gengar's Focus Blast to actually KO from full, which is really, really cool as well. And we take like a random, I think it was Jolly Banded Darmanitan's superpower from full, which is a really big hit. Our next mon is going to be our Scizor with the Lumberry. This is another win condition this week. If we can break early on with the Toxtricity, get rid of something like the Gastrodon, or at least put it in range of like a +2 knockoff, we're in a really good position. Bullet Punch knockoff is fantastic in the matchup. The Pokemon that resists Bullet Punch will like die to knockoff, and the Pokemon that also resist Bullet Punch, like the Darmanitan, are pretty frail. And at +2, we do 50% min. That's really good. That's really good. Roost is there for a bit of recovery, so we can set up on a Gastrodon. If Gastrodon's not running Haze, if it's running Clear Smog, then it won't affect us. I can get to +4 potentially, and then just win the game outright, which would be really cool. And if it doesn't get the Scald Burn on me the first time around, I'll click Swords Dance again, and then I'll go for the attack because we can do really big damage to this Pokemon. We're adamant to do big damage, like I said. We are the speed investment we had rather is for anything creeping us. We also want to know right away if we outspeed. Let's say it's Conkeldurr against Porygon 2. I need to know, can I go ahead and click Bullet Punch without taking any damage against this Pokemon, which I think is really important because if we outspeed Conkeldurr with Porygon 2, we're in a really good spot. Moving on though, in terms of the HP investment, we have, where is it? I completely missed it. Yeah, the Lumberry is there for static and for setup versus Gastron, but also the HP investment is there for the Jirachi's Jolly Fire Punch. Our next and final mon is our Terrakion. Terrakion is kind of crazy in this matchup. It really is. Close Combat, Earthquake, Stone Edge, just so much damage to so many different things. Close Combat does like 58% to max HP Jirachi. It's crazy damage. Rock Polish, if we can get a chance where Conkeldurr is gone, we can Rock Polish up and theoretically just win the game. Yeah. Chocolate Berry is there, not for the Haxorus because I know it gets unnerved. It's there for Darmanitan's superpower. It's also there for Conkeldurr's Mach Punch and Close Combat. Those are the main factors here. The speed on the set is there for max speed Zapdos or Jirachi. This I am creeping those faster Pokemon. I don't think it's super necessary, but just to be safe, we don't really need the investment for bulk anywhere, so we're going to go with that. That is my team for this week's battle. Make sure to comment the secret word of the day down below, which is going to be taco. I had tacos for lunch. We'll say taco. Okay, so make sure to comment that down below if you made it this far. Leave a like on the video. We are aiming for 50 likes on the video today, and thank you guys so much for all the growth and support on the channel. I really do appreciate it, and let's do it. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back. There's no Darmanitan, which is kind of awesome. I love that. That's really good, actually, for our Scizor in the end game. Conkeldurr is here, but this is basically what was brought in our mock against Tone, minus Conkeldurr. Instead of that, it was the Darmanitan, and it was Bandit Darm, which is really good. This frees up Latios a lot. I'm just going to say, frees it up a lot. Let me mark down the team that he has. So there's the Conkeldurr, there is the Gastrodon, there is the Zapdos, there is the Jirachi, there is the Gengar and the Haxorus. Gengar and Haxorus. Okay, so we've got that. My lead is Porygon. That's staying the same. We feel good about that lead. It's just going to break something, which is really nice. His rocker, his only rocker is Jirachi. And depending on his spread, we could actually get a special attack boost, which would be amazing for this. If we don't, that's fine. If it's not running Wish, we're doing permanent damage to that, which is huge for our Latios. It's huge for our Scizor. Really, really important there. I want to win here. I want to win. I really want to get a win. We beat him last time I think we played him, right? Yeah, we beat him last time we played in the YCL. Shadow returns to my lap. But we gotta get a win. I want to make sure we go 2-1, not 1-2 in CGT, because our next opponent is Shuckle King, and that's a really good game that's going to be happening probably in 3 days' time from when I'm playing right now. But a week when you're going to see it. But good luck, have fun to Bruno. Let's have a good game. Let's try and get a W and see what we can do. Gastrodon is a massive pain, but we got this. We got this. We got this. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. What is the lead here? We're going to see lead of Folgado, which is Zapdos. This is probably a Spadef boost, I believe. Let's go. That is big, 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 big. That is really big. So we go to Porygon. We get a +1 boost against the Zapdos. This tells me Zapdos is more defensive because Zapdos has more Spadef naturally. So if it's max HP, Tri-Attack, 54% min. 54% min. We're gonna see a toxic count here. I'm cool with that, bro. I'm dying here. I'm dying here. I don't care. Max HP, 54% min. Show me big damage here. Show me big damage here. Oh, the 20% freeze! No! That is such garbage. Oh, that fucking sucks. Man, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I think I Shadow Ball here. I think I just Shadow Ball here, expecting Jirachi to come in. He switches out. Go Jirachi here. Addison. That's Jirachi. This is a big hit on Jirachi here. Jirachi, if it's Spadef, we do half that thing. We got a drop as well. Okay. Okay, it's leftovers as well. It's leftovers as well. If we got a... Okay, Spadef Jirachi. Level 50. Shadow Ball doing... That's Spadef Jirachi. That is Spadef Jirachi. This dies now. What comes in and takes the hit now? Do I go for a Tri-Attack here? I want to go for Tri-Attack here. I'll go for the Shadow Ball again. We're going to see a U-turn. Totally fine. Something's going to take a +1 Shadow Ball from a modest Porygon. That is big. That is big. And here's the Zapdos again. Shadow Ball comes out. This, I don't think KOs. Almost. Almost does. Here's where I'm going to click the Tri-Attack. Just in case it roosts, I want to get big damage off on it. So we'll do that. And he's going to let it go. So we get rid of the Zapdos. Porygon getting rid of arguably the biggest counter to the Scizor. That is big. That is so, so big. It kind of did exactly what we wanted it to, which is amazing. And here's the thing. As much as I would love to keep this around, we don't need it. We literally don't need it anymore. If I'm going to probably go into Haxorus if it's not Life Orb. Gengar if it's not Life Orb. Conkeldurr for Mach Punch is definitely a possibility as well. I think that makes a lot more sense. Conk for Mach Punch. And that's like, I let him do the chip against me. That's like, whatever, it is what it is. In comes Haze. It's Haxorus. And it's Mold Break. Yo, Chople Berry gonna be real nice against this thing, that's for sure. Let's click Tri-Attack. Go for Dragon Dance. Go for Dragon Dance. Take a +1 Tri-Attack. Scale Shot. Okay, if that only did 2, it's not Life Orb, by the way, from that. There's no way it is. Okay, so +1 boost. Oh, okay, White Herb. So we should take... Latios is going to get outsped. Latios gets outsped. Swampert it's annoying. I have helmets for it, which is cool. I have Terrakion. Am I going into Terrakion here? Try and get close combat off against this thing? I think I could, because it's not a nerve. So if I go Terrakion against Haxorus, Haxorus is not Life Orb. Earthquake will do, if it's Adamant, 101. That's tough. I probably should have invested for that. I probably should take a look at that. Either way, we're going to go for the close combat with this Pokemon. If he Earthquakes me and gets the roll, he gets the roll. But it's like, he literally, it's a 12% chance. And we're going to click the, I mean, do I go for Rock Polish here? I don't think I do. I think I just click the close combat. Close combat, got our Chople Berry. It's at -1. This thing is dead. It's gone. It's gone. Let's go, Terrakion. -1 defense. This thing should be 113, 111 min. Yeah. If he was unnerved, he got me there. If he was unnerved, he got me there. But we got rid of that Pokemon, which is fantastic for me. And now this Pokemon, it'll be outspeed by Gengar, but it does big chip to... It'll KO Jirachi from here, that's for sure. It's at 50%. It'll do big damage to the Gastrodon, which is awesome. And I'm kind of wishing I had dual Wing Beat now on Scizor. We were debating dual Wing Beat or Roost. Kind of wishing it was dual Wing Beat, but hey, it is what it is. Wow. What is this here? The Gast... I will take big damage on Gastrodon. Like, the fact that he didn't go into Conkeldurr, surprised. Does he not have Mach Punch? Terrakion against Gastrodon. If it's Spadef, we do 63. Is there any reason for me to switch out? I think the answer is no. I'm just going to go for the close combat, try and get big damage against this. That is defensive. That's physically defensive. That's good to know. Scald. Okay. That should kill me. We're at -2. Okay, so Terrakion's gone. This one for Scald. It's physically defensive. We did about half to it. And it's leftovers. So, close combating 42 to 50 to max defense. If we go into Latios here and drop this, Psychic, if it's no special defense, is 40 to 48. Which is good. I can go into Sinbad here. We go into Toxtricity. Boom Burst, if it's, again, not Spadef, it does 55 to 66. He's got Jirachi. He's got Gengar. I don't think it's time for that yet. I don't want to go Scizor. I think the play has to be go into Sorin here. And we go from there. In this situation here, he definitely could be like a Wishing Jirachi, which is fine. I just Mystical Fire that down, get as much chip as I can, and then I can try and set up with something else. And try and break with Scizor, which would be cool. Part of me wants to go for Psychic right away. I think that's actually the play in this case. In case he decides to switch out, I still get damage off on it. He stays in, we get big damage off on this now. This is going to do at least half, around half at least. And we're going to see just a Toxic come out. Totally cool. Totally cool. He doesn't know my spread. I can go for a Mystical Fire now on the expected Jirachi. He can also just try and stay in, which I think is a totally fair play on his end. Because, like, what is taking a hit? What takes a hit with this Pokemon now? Nothing. This doesn't take a hit at all. So you can just try and stay in and get a recover off. I'm going to go for a Psychic here. If I hit Jirachi, so be it. And he's going to stay in, so we get rid of this Pokemon as well, which is amazing for us. That's really good for us. So Latios gets the KO on this. We've taken, what, 2 rounds of Toxic. So we're at 139. And against... Wow, I lost my calc. That's unfortunate. Latios, 139 against Gengar. It's Jirachi here instead. Okay. Let's see here. How do we want to play this out? I can just swap into Jill. Get my hazards up, be a little annoying for him. Punish him on the Earthquake. Let's stay in and go for the Mystical Fire and get some chip on this Pokemon and see what's up. We know it's leftovers. So we know it's Spadef as well, but that's decent damage there. That's decent damage. And it's kind of forcing it to go for a Wish. And there's a U-turn. That's awesome. Oh, that's big damage. That is a lot more damage than I expected. We're at 139. We're down at what now? Pull my calculator here. 139. There's J-Rick. That's the Gengar, isn't it? Yeah. 139 minus 67. 72 points of health. Jirachi. U-turn. That's a high roll for no investment. Okay. Here I'm thinking, is there a world in which I just stay in and be like, he's gonna nasty fly, he's gonna sub, whatever. I don't know how much I need this Pokemon around, because I have Toxtricity and I have Scizor for the Conkeldurr. Jirachi is getting dangerously in range of +2 Bullet Punch. I will Psychic. Okay, so we're getting big damage off on this, which is nice. I'll be honest, it's kind of nice. Not enough to KO, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can go for Mystical Fire here, though, and we're going to get a KO either on this, or weaken the Conkeldurr, or weaken the Gengar. Unless we die here. Live? That sucks. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. If I go Sinbad here... Well, is that the play even? Because Swampert against this, if it's max special attack timid, which we know it's not, Energy Ball is the best it can do to me. And it doesn't even KO me. It's modest, it can. Flip turn to max HP to 17 to 21 with Jill. And if it goes for anything else, I'm good. I think this is my play. And I try to set it with something else. With Sinbad later. Or Scizor later. And here we'll click the flip turn. Because this way, if he goes for U-turn, he's taking the chip. If he lives, I get momentum. Banded Pearl looks real good right now, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of wish we were banded. There's the Iron Head. I'm cool with that. And it lives, don't get flinched. And we flip turn to get the KO on the Rachi. That's amazing. Okay. Question now is, Toxtricity or Scizor? Toxtricity against Conkeldurr. If it's non-boosting, if there's no HP investment, we do 80 to 95. We need some chip on that. We need some chip on that. We can go... If I go Scizor, Conkeldurr's gonna just eviscerate me with close combat. But I can double into Swampert. I can double into Swampert, get the chip that I need, and then get the drop as well, which is really good. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. And that is Conkeldurr, it's probably Mounthe. Well, Mounthe is probably Conkeldurr, that's what I meant to say. And here we just double out, and we go into Swampert. I don't think we're expecting sub Conkeldurr, for whatever reason. If he does go sub Conkeldurr, he's taking chip, and I can just roar it out. There's the Drain Punch. 185, that's 70 points of health. Is this revealing Flame Orb? It's Flame Orb. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Here, I want to click Endure. So I'm going to click Endure. Just in case we see a close combat or something, I want to take the hit. There's a Drain Punch again. Yeah, because this would... Oh, it wouldn't have killed us. It wouldn't have killed us. That sucks. But hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Takes his chip. Takes his burn damage. And after the next helmet, we should be good. Here, I'm going to try and get my rocks up. I'll try and get my rocks up. There's the Mach Punch. Yeah. So we got the KO on us. Okay. Okay. Do I click Encore? How much does burnt Mach Punch do to us? 31%! Ah, that's so much damage. No, I'm just going into this and I'm clicking I'm clicking Boom Burst. Or in this case, do I click Overdrive? It's at like max HP. Overdrive should get the job done. This 58 min. I'm going for Overdrive just in case we see a swap. I'll click that. We'll click Overdrive here. And worst case, if he goes for Drain Punch, whatever. We swapped. Let's go. Die. Get out of here. You're dead. Come on. Don't joke about this. Gengar. Overdrive. It doesn't die. Doesn't die. So close. So close. So close. Let's go for another one. I should live any non-psychic attack. There's a Shadow Ball. I should live it if it's Life Orb. Eat it up. And it's Life Orb. Okay. So Conk is now forced... Oh no, oh no, oh no! Conk is now forced to go for... Shit. I think Conk could have it. Scizor. Conkeldurr. I think he's got it. No. Oh, I think he has it. If he has Drain Punch. Drain Punch does 76 to me. Mach Punch does 33 to 40. I have to stay in and attack this thing, unfortunately. Ah, no. That's not good. It's under half, but I don't think we have enough in the tank. If I had dual Wing Beat! If I had dual Wing Beat! We were debating dual Wing Beat or Roost. And I can't believe this is going to come down to me not having dual Wing Beat. I gotta click Swords Dance here. Don't be Fire Punch for some random reason. Or triple Fighting Stab with close combat. Drain Punch. Okay. Okay. It's out of range. It's out of range. Fuck, that sucks. For some reason, be speedy. For some reason, be speedy. No! Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Dual Wing Beat would have won us the game there. I thought we played well. We just like kind of encountered a team that was so strong, and the team that just really kind of ripped us to shreds a lot. And it's unfortunate. If I had gotten, let me think about this. If I had gone for Flip Turn on the Conk on that turn, I would have been in such a good spot. If I had gone for Rocks, I probably would have KO'd the... I probably wouldn't have KO'd Gengar, but I could have at least guaranteed a... No, I couldn't have done that. I think my only play was, at that point, if I went Scizor, I could take the attack, and kind of go from there and play around a bit. But damn, that sucks. That is so unfortunate. What a close game though. And we got a freeze as well, and we still couldn't take it. It just shows how good Bruno's team was. His team was fantastic. One of the better teams in the league, and one of the harder matches that we actually have because of that entire second set of 3 Pokemon, the Conch, the Darmanitan, and the Haxorus. Haxorus didn't even come, or sorry, Darmanitan didn't even come, but either way, still absolutely terrifying. What a great team. And GG's to him. He got his revenge, finally got the W against me. Shout out to our level 1 channel members, to our Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael Brown, and Textman21. Level 2 is Tone, and our level 3 is Sully. Thank you all of them for the support. Thank you to all of you for watching. Help us reach 50 likes on today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, of course, leave a like, comment, do all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.